start. Well, what made you become a volunteer? You heard about my reputation, and
Your reputation preceded
we
you.
get silly.
We're very serious. She's lying to you. I wanted to volunteer because I wanted to look outside myself a little bit and do something nice for someone else. It's that simple, pretty much.
She has. What were you thinking before our first meeting? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember being pretty nervous. I really wanted you to like me. And I was nervous about what would happen if you didn't. But I felt like as soon as I don't know, we immediately had a lot in common. And
Yeah.
I feel like we clicked pretty immediately. And
Yeah.
I wasn't nervous as soon as we met.
She was like a daughter walking into my life. Another one.
Has anything surprised you about our friendship?
Yeah, it surprised me that you seemed to fit me like a glove. I look forward to seeing you every week. And sometimes my daughter will call when you're at my house and she says, "Oh, Manny's there, I'll hang up." Because she doesn't want to interrupt our repartee.
Yeah, that was surprising. I don't think I expected to like mesh the way we do.
I found out from Carly when she interviewed me and my county worker, and she said, "Is there any extra help that you could like?" And I said, "Well, I like to do my own cooking, and so it's getting hard for me to prep my food now.
Yeah.
So I could use some help with that." And so then she found me Kelsey, your coworker.
Yeah. Yeah. And Kelsey, I mean, the way that I found out about Friendly House was through Kelsey. I've been wanting to give back in some way. I wasn't quite sure. Sometimes when we did things, it didn't seem quite as personal as I wanted them to be. And when Kelsey mentioned that she was cooking for you and I have a background in cooking, I had hoped for something like that. It just clicked and made sense to me. And
That was
so,
perfect for me because I had a background in being a waitress.
oh yeah,
And so I'm a foodie, and so we just make a good pair.
yeah.
And we become good friends because of this.
Yes, we talk about food a lot.
Yes, right. And it's so nice to have somebody here. Besides the cooking, it's just to be connected with the outside world.
Yeah.
And so it's been great, and I'm so glad that you volunteered, and I'm glad that Friendly House found you for me.
Oh yeah. I'm glad they found you for me too. Because
Right.
I was looking.
That's
And
good.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for Portland that has people that want to do volunteering things, and the world is doing this now. Because we elderly, we can use the extra help.
Mm-hmm.
And also companionship to be involved with people. Right, I look forward to it.
Yeah, me too. How did your thoughts change after our first meeting?
Well, I was just glad you were in my life because I could see that I had a new friend.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh,
right. Yeah, I look forward to every Wednesday when she comes, and so And I'm just glad that it happened. Yeah, I have my travels, and you know, I'm just turned 98 years old, and my balloons and everything over there. But I have a lot of stories that I like that I pass on. So, in my travels and everything. So, I love this movie Brooklyn that took place in 1952 because I just lived it. I just go, oh, and I wore those shoes, and I wore that, and this looked like that, and I love going back in time. What have we got? We got all this back in time. Yeah. So.
I'm very delighted to have an opportunity to say something positive about Friendly House. Not that I've ever heard anything negative.
What has surprised you most about our friendship?
What surprises me about our friendship, and really with all of the friendships, this isn't to give them a flat out meaning, but that they share in common a delightful surprise at how valuable it is to be connected to other people and to not always interpret experience in terms of, am I going to be safe, am I going to be safe? So I've learned that that's a great joy to other human beings as well. I'll put my glasses on so I can see what I want to ask you.
Okay.
How did you learn about Friendly House?
I learned about Friendly House through work. So I work over at Nike, and we have this online portal where you can find out about things happening in the community. So I went on our kind of internal site and I found Friendly House and read about them and was really interested in learning more about the SAGE program. So I reached out to Sarah.
So, you've also covered what my next question, which is what made you become a volunteer. Do you have more to say about that?
A little. I think what was so interesting to me about Friendly House's program specifically with seniors is that I had just lost my grandma, and she was my best friend. So I was also looking for a way to connect with other seniors because we had such a special relationship. So I was actively looking for something in that space as well. So that really gave me the nudge to want to be a part of not only Friendly House, but specifically the program with SAGE.
Oh, okay. And what has surprised you most about our friendship?
Well, it's funny because I think it's on paper it sounds super transactional. I'm supposed to come and sweep and mop, but I think I get more out of it than you do sometimes. Oh, it's making me cry. Sorry. I just think you're the most incredible person I've ever met. And you're the highlight of my week.
I don't know what to do with that.
I know. So it's just interesting because I'm the one that's supposed to be providing this just general service that you need, but I get so much more out of it. So
A quick comment on that. I so appreciate you saying that. And I could go, oh, aren't I wonderful? But what I believe strongly is that I've lived long enough and learned that if I make myself vulnerable and am candid, and that was a word you used, am candid, I'm telling the truth and not waiting for 16 years that we've known one another before saying the truth. So your response confirms for me what I consider a most important thing as a human being for us to be willing to do with one another. To be candid and to be vulnerable, and it makes for a kind of mutuality so that it goes back and forth and back and forth. And I thank you for being able to experience a kind of mutuality that's you.
It's the best. I'm so glad to know you.
Yes, I can say the same thing.